How's it going, everybody? Goldhat here, and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be entry 21 of my Assassin's Creed Valhalla walkthrough guide, and in this entry we are going to be focusing on starting Kent and the first two missions of that arc. So picking up right where we left off, we have just handed back the Shire arc to Ranvi, and now we have the option to go to Kent and meet up with Basim now that we got his letter, so we are going to go ahead and start that up.
I want to see the Alliance map.
So once we are looking at the Alliance map, down on the right hand corner we will find Kent, and we are going to start this arc.
Tell me more about Kent.
Basim has written, claiming to have found the woman Fulke and asking for your aid. He has taken shelter at St. Hadrian's Priory.
Any news of Sigurd?
Nothing he mentioned, but if he has found the paladin Fulke, Sigurd cannot be far behind.
I will go as soon as I can.
Good. Be safe, Eivor.
So once we leave the table, we have now started the Abbot's Gambit, and our first mission here is to speak with Basim, and we have to find him. Here is the location on your map. I'm going to go ahead and cut out all that traveling so we don't have to watch all that, and I will talk to you once we get there. Once you arrive here, the location on your map will look like this. There is a chest that will require 2 keys. So after we talk to Basim, I'm going to go ahead and show you those keys location, and we can open up that chest and move to our next site.
Did not Augustine make a distinction?
What I mean to say is, faith is paramount. Yes, for without it, Christ's sacrifice means nothing.
He died to save us, did he not? From the original sin of Adam and Eve. Yet evil persists.
Yes, evil persists because he gave us free will.
Does a newborn babe, slain by a despot, have free will?
Yes. No, I mean, that is too simplistic.
Or the priest whose heart is torn from his chest by the wolf? Judas, who was predestined to betray the Nazarene?
Some argue Judas was used.
Do my ears deceive me, Brother Hortbert? You question the scriptures? Declare Judas an innocent? A preposterous blasphemy!
No, that is not what I said. Brother Cedric, am I not the most pious of his servants?
Out! Out!
Making new friends?
A person's tongue gives you a taste of their heart, Eivor. And such information is often useful.
And how do these sallow Christians taste?
It was only a figure of speech, Eivor, and I have tired of it already.
Is this how it must be between us?
Of course not. I'm grateful that you have come.
So what of the Joy Kank of Fulke? In your message, you say you tracked her to Kent.
She is here somewhere, and as of last month, Sigurd was with her. But there is no guarantee this will be the case tomorrow.
So, what is your plan?
We are deep in their god's heartland, a heathen and a heretic. To hunt Fulke, we'll need a Christian snare.
Fulke is hardly a saint herself. These Christians abhor her strange ideas.
True, but unlike us, she can carry herself as one of them. She won't hide from everyone, not with a prisoner in tow.
So, where to begin?
I've made a friend, Abbot full of pious fire, but with ambition that far outweighs his wit.
And what does your friend Kunibert know?
Come, I will introduce you, and we'll hear the full tale together.
Have you found some peace in your time alone, Basim?
I am always at peace, and never alone. I move among the people of the world with great joy. I watch them, study them, learn from them at all times. This is our duty, the Hidden One's calling.
You know, for the first time since we met, you sound more like your apprentice than yourself.
Surely Hytham sounds like me, if I have taught him well.
Your creed and your tenets, you mean?
That's right. And our sense of, how should I say, deep responsibility to the betterment of mankind.
That's quite an ambition, but it doesn't explain what you see in Sigurd. My brother is not so generous.
Ah, but your brother is someone special, important, and I want him to see that. I hope to show it to him.
Is this not a blessed plot? God's own country. And this Eden should be given to his servants to tend.
Abbot Cunibert. This is the Norse I spoke of.
Ah, yes. And quite a fearsome one at that.
Bassam says you know the paladin Fulke.
Indeed. The Lady Fulke passed this way not more than a month ago. We talked, we drank. Very pleasant woman.
And where is she?
Eivor will be your axe, Abbot. Whether to fell a tree or hew the limbs from an enemy.
What have you promised him?
Oh, just a trifle, Eivor. A little problem I believe you can help me with.
Speak your terms plainly, Abbot. I will decide if the bargain is worth my time.
Ah, your wolf shows its teeth, Basim.
Let's cut to the point. What favor would you ask in exchange for Fulke?
Some weeks ago, our alderman in Kent was called to God. A terrible loss. King Alfred has chosen his replacement, but has not yet announced the name. I must know it. Now.
All of Kent will see soon enough which Thane he has chosen. Why not wait?
I want early access. To woo him before his exalted position is made public and every fool is at his door.
Who else knows the chosen man?
The king's emissary, sent with a letter of congratulations to the new alderman. Intercept him and bring me the news. When I know the Thane's name, we'll discuss how I might win his favor.
Why not kill him in secret and petition Alfred for the seat?
As a man of God, I cannot. Besides, he who stands behind the throne can better pull on the puppet's threads.
This emissary, how will I find him?
Tunbridge Monastery sent word that the king's men always pass a few nights in their hospitality. Begin there.
I'll get the Elderman's name. You find Fulke.
All in good time. Now, if we're done, I have business up the south coast. Falkenston has the best fish in Wessex.
Then I will find you there, when the Elderman's name is mine.
Cunibert is ambitious, but well connected. We will not find Fulke without him.
I suppose we'll see. What will you do?
I'm not done playing with these Christians yet. I will see you in Falkenston.
Now that we completed our cutscene, there is a synchronization spot right next to us, which I'm going to grab real quick, and then we are going to move on to the 2 keys and those locations, and then we are ready to get our ingot chest. The first one will be beneath ground, and we can just break open some wood on this well, and we can just go ahead and jump down here and grab our key. For the second key, it will be on the right hand side of this church, which we can just climb up this scaffold and drop down, and we are able to get our key. Now that we popped our ingot chest, we are ready to head over to the Tonbridge Inn. It is going to be right here on our map. We will have a location for this since we got our synchronization spot, and we're just going to head down and go do some interrogations. Once you arrive at that destination, on the right side there will be an alehouse where we can do some interrogations, but the next two buildings that are on each side of it will be buildings that we can do interrogations on. I'm going to go ahead and show you those people real quick that we have to talk to, and then we are ready to move on in our objectives.
If Alfred's emissaries spend a few days here, someone may know where he went.
The bear? I'm in no mood for wind belching, so choose your words well.
The king's emissary. I need to know where he went after he stayed here.
And I need to know why I've started getting boils under my armpits. Time will tell, eh?
Alfred's emissary. Where?
Him and the bard ended up in a copse by the bridge doing Lord knows what. Sounded like they were murdering a cat.
Singing?
If you say so.
I'm looking for someone.
Speak your piece. I have work to do.
Seen anyone here on the king's authority?
I've been wondering that myself. Did someone bring news of the Elderman? Lord Landry'd make a good one.
You tried to catch flies, or would you ask something of me?
I'm looking for a man. He passed through here on the king's business.
No, bugger off here, or I'll call the guards. I'm sick of people. You need to heal your own ills.
Maybe some coin will loose your lips.
A wise move, Mudwit. It so happens I did see Alfred's man. He's long gone, though. Maybe Gowan the Bard knows where.
Where will I find him?
But he was pissed as a newt. Last I saw, he was passed out in trees between the arbor and bridge. Oh, now go find someone else to vex.
There was a bard drinking with the emissary. I should find him, see if he knows anything.
Next up in our objectives, we need to find and speak to Bard, and he is going to be on that bridge that we came in on, and he will be right under it.
Cast about this land, my friend. That ale-swamped scob can't have gone far.
Someone stole my trews.
You there! You alive?
Patience is a tired horse. Ploddity plod plod.
Another tottering teat sucker who can't hold his drink. Let's clear your head.
So we need to wake him up, and I'm going to go ahead and pick him up, and what you want to do is just drop him in this little body of water right next to us, and then that will wake him up.
witch's tit in here? Oh, God's truce! Fie on you! Oh, what infernal wakes me?
Are you the Tail Weaver?
Gowan the Dandelion. For the seeds of my stories flit upon the winds of Wessex. But why, mule, do you kick my noggin?
You and Alfred's emissary were drinking in the tavern. Tell me where he went.
Were we? I was so ale-addled. Perhaps a small and silver thing upon my palm might help me recall?
How about something long and sharp in your gut?
All right, no need for that. You paint a vivid picture, Dane. He was headed to the White Coast to the southeast, Doa Fortress. He said it is where they train those religious fanatics, zealots. They pray all night instead of sleeping.
My thanks, and in return, wisdom. Too much beer piping will grow a fool in wit and words.
My thanks, Weaver of the Obvious. Now leave me to my unholy punishment.
So up next, we can open up our map, and on the bottom right hand side, we will find Kent and our new location. I'm going to go ahead and take out the 2 synchronization spots that are through this so we can open up all of Kent. I recommend you do the same thing. That way we can get the lay of the land and we are able to see all the cities that our markers will go through in this entry. Once you get to that first synchronization spot, it will look like this, and I'm going to go ahead and take care of this one, and we are ready to move on to the next one. Now when we open up our map again, we will get our next one, and it will be right here, and it's just going to be on top of a church. Once you arrive, it will look something like this, and we are ready to climb on top, and we will get our synchronization spot. So once you get those 2 synchronization spots, we are able to see Doa Fortress, and once you arrive at that location, it will look something like this. There are a couple chests here along with a new ability. I'm going to be covering all of those first before we do our mission, so let's go ahead and take care of these. So right behind the fortress is a beach, and we can just drop all the way down there, and there will be an equipment chest and a guy that will have an ingot on him, and we can just kill him real quick and grab both of those. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of those now.
I must be careful now.
the doggo! Stop it now! I'll keep the rat busy! Pay for your sins! Let's be watchful.
So once you get that ingot and you get your new set of trousers out of this equipment chest, we are ready to go back up top to the fort, and we will go get the other ability and the other chest. I'm going to go ahead and cut out all that climbing so we don't have to watch that, but once we do, you want to get to the back end of the castle. It will look something like this. Here is our ingot chest, and our ability will be right up there. We're going to go ahead and start with the ability first. We need a key to get into that room, and the key is going to be right on top, and it's on that tower. We're going to go ahead and jump up there, get that key, drop down, and get our new ability. So right across from us is going to be our ingot chest, and I'm going to go ahead and just jump over here. We can go through that window in the roof, which we are going to do. We can jump down and get our chest, and then we are ready to start our mission. So next up, I want to cover a small chest that is in this building right ahead of us. I'm going to go ahead and take out a couple guards. I'm going to bash a window and we are able to jump in and get that small chest.
If I could steal the letter
So in this
without killing
objective,
the
we need to
emissary,
get a message from the
keep me out of
emissary,
trouble.
and he is going to be in this fortress. We just have to find out which guy it is, and then we will get a marker right over his head. The best thing to do here is get that bell out of the way. If we get detected, which is not good in this area because there is going to be a whole bunch of arrows that will just rain down on us, and they usually will kill you if you land in all of them. So make sure that you do not get detected through this, or if you do, you make it out in time. But we're going to go ahead and get to this emissary, kill him, and get that note and just run off. I'm sure there's a more stealthier way to do this, but just from his location and he wouldn't move, I'm going to have to do it like this. So I will talk to you right after. And one more thing I forgot to tell you, if you're not unable to find him, he is usually behind the ingot chest in the middle of this fortress. He will just be walking around the back end of that building, and if you can't find him, he will usually be in this area up front.
Alfred's chosen ealdorman is a thing called Tedmund. The Abbot Kinnebert will want to know.
Now that we have gotten our message, we are ready to go to the next location on our map, and that is going to be Folkenstan. It is going to be a fishing market, and once we get there, there is a chest right at the bottom in that water. I'm going to go ahead and cover that real quick. It will require a key. It is all underwater, so let's go ahead and take care of that now.
What do you see, Sunan?
Now that we have gotten our chest, we are ready to go talk to Basim, and we will get a little cutscene, and then we are ready to head over to the lumber yard.
do a roaring trade at Reculver and Tunbridge. Pay well for my catch.
Oh, you must try my ale.
Eivor, you have news?
Kent's new ealdorman will be Thane Tedmund.
Tedmund? Oh, the Lord is testing me. He is made mouse by you Danes. Barely leaves his fortress at Roosister. How might I gain his influence if he will not speak to me? Or to anyone? 'Tis a puzzle.
To inspire loyalty, Tedmund must owe you something. Such as his life.
Go on.
A fortress stormed. A man kidnapped. If you beat back his enemy, saved him from sure death, his gratitude would be...
Swell. It would know no bounds. But that fortress will be harder to pry open than a nun's knees.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
Are you hiding something, Bassam?
There is a lumber mill nearby, correct?
Beamisfield. Alfred invests much in fortifying Wessex, and uses our forests to do so. The mill provides his wood.
Tedmund is there.
Impossible! How do you know?
I heard rumors that Tedmund had been lured out of self-exile to manage work on the fortifications of Canterbury.
Taking him from a lumberyard is less dangerous than assaulting a fortress. But your rescue attempt will not have the same flair. Is it worth it?
It may still work. Yes. Yes. Bring him to the megaliths.
And Fulke?
When I have Tedmund's fealty, you shall have Fulke. Now go. I will rustle up a small rescue party.
One more time, I'm telling you. If he... dirty or my hair needs combing, I will split him open. Oh.
Do what you always do. Bow and scrape to our good Thane Tedmund. I'm not evil. Where are you?
I'm wary of this Abbot, Bassam. He is self-serving and evasive. Can he really deliver Fulke?
The Abbot is a friend of Fulke's. That is clear.
So long as he doesn't suspect our motive, we may have a chance.
Indeed. This brings to mind a story. Perhaps you've heard of it. The Scorpion and the Frog.
A children's story.
A cautionary tale. The Scorpion wants to cross the river, but he cannot swim. So he enlists the help of the Frog. The Frog agrees to carry him on his back, extracting a promise that the Scorpion will not sting him.
Let me guess, the Scorpion reneges, blaming his nature, and both drown.
The Scorpion crosses the river and stings an innocent man, killing him. So what does this tale tell us?
That your stories are clouded, and their meaning doubly so?
It shows that every tale has 1,000 possible outcomes, many of which are surprising. If the Abbot does not deliver Fulke, he will die at my hand. And we will continue our search.
A sobering approach.
Beamisfield is just ahead.
So for our objective, we need to find and kidnap Tedmund. He is going to be in this area, but there are a couple chests that we are going to be covering. One of them in the room where our hostage will be Tedmund. There will be a chest with 2 keys. I'm going to go ahead and show you those locations, along with getting 2 of the smaller chests first. So let's go ahead and jump right in.
You prefer to work in the shadows. Beamisfield is just ahead. Lead. I will follow.
So in the building right in front of us will be a small chest, and we're going to go ahead and grab that one real quick, and then we are ready to move on to another small chest, and that small chest will have a key right next to it. So let's go ahead and move on. The chest is going to be right here on this wood pile, and then over to the left, right here, is going to be our first key.
I should not be seen in this area.
So in one of these small buildings right in front of us, we will have our second key. I'm going to go ahead and get this one now, and we are ready to go open up our chest.
Get back to work! Time is coin and you're spending mine! Do you dare to question the orders of the great Thane Tedmund? I will have you flogged! Come on, you lazy hounds! It's a lollygag. We have a quota to fill. We must keep the Danes from Kent. Danes! No! No! Protect me!
Hey, fellas! Over! God damn you!
Now that we have located Tedman, we just need to swing our weapon and he'll just get on his knees where we can tie him up, and then we are going to carry him out of here.
I am not who you think I am! Let me go!
Stop caterwauling and you'll live.
Live! Oh, saints, protect me!
Silence will save you, Tedmund. Silence, not your saints.
Flee, my friend. We have the man we came for. Does this venture not set your blood ablaze?
You don't prefer working in the shadows?
And so we have. To steal a man, take him with swiftness, and escape without anyone on our heels. We hide in plain sight. Such is our way. But only until the moment of success. The final strike.
I prefer to act and speak plain. Kings and lords who do not are often misunderstood.
Yet, as a leader yourself, you cannot deny that subtlety and intrigue
Danes, in the name of Alfred, King of Wessex, I demand you release his royal subject into my care.
Come no closer, Christian, else your man dies by my blade.
Please, I'm not the man you want.
Keep your eye on this one. He'll be worth a hefty bounty.
Any false moves and I will snip your heels.
We have your man. Now let's finish this shadow play and be gone.
Are you sure that's Tedmund? He's dressed as a lord, but that man is shorter and fatter than I recall.
I'm not Tedmund. I'm not. I swear upon the Holy Rood, I am not Thane Tedmund.
What in heaven's name is happening here?
Who are you? Speak quickly or I'll slit your throat and leave you for the crows.
Shergar. I'm called Shergar. Lord Tedmund pays me a measly coin to serve as his double.
Brother Shergar, you are far from Augustine's priory.
I left the cloisters many moons ago, Your Holiness. The monastic life was not my calling.
We can use you yet, Shergar. Summon Tedmund to a meeting. Get him out in the open.
Tedmund has no care for me or what I have to say. My orders come by letter, never by mouth. I hardly know the man.
You're of no use to us then. Perhaps I should just kill you, here and now.
No, wait. Let me think. Danes. To storm the walls, you need Danes. There's a raiding camp west of here I was told to be wary of. Acting as Tedmund, I ordered a band of soldiers to capture them. If you hurry, you may be able to stop this.
If another band of Danes wants to join our assault, we'll have the distraction we need to get inside Rochester.
If the Saxons don't slaughter them first.
I am still Tedmund to the men in the field. I could speak with their captain, send his men away.
It's a fearless plan.
The Nornia knit winding paths that cannot be unknotted. It seems Rochester was always in our path. Abbot, stay alert. We will send word when we're ready to capture Tedmund.
And this fool? He knows
So we
much
do
of our
have a
plan.
choice here to take him with us or leave him, but what we want to do is take him with us. That way we
He'll
won't
come
have an
with us,
altercation
and
down
if he
here when we
betrays
get
me,
our
I will
prisoners
roast
saved.
his
So we're
balls
just
over
going to take him
roaring
with us,
fire.
and he is just going to get all the guards
You
to
will not regret
leave.
this. My wily ways and quick wit will cease the need for bloodshed.
I still might kill you yet, man. If your prattling doesn't cease.
The rewards for being Tedmund are rapidly diminishing.
And how does one become a double? Are there vigorous challenges and tests to overcome?
I was born with the misfortune of looking like someone else. I should have stayed on God's chosen path.
What took you from it?
I'm the seventh son of a poor farmer, and not wanting another mouth to feed, my father gave me to the monks.
The cloistered life did not suit you.
I thought there would be great comfort in repetition, but instead I found nothing but prayer and back-breaking toil.
The Norns weave strange destinies. Now your life depends on the story you weave for yourself.
I'm not a good forgery. Stilted, leaden, my hands sweat, and I have a stutter when I'm nervous, but I will try.
Ah, the cornerstone of all great art.
The captain does not know Tedmund well. If we keep our heads, he will not question my orders. I hope.
We are too late. There is great horror here.
Those who remain must be saved, whatever the cost.
Let us approach the captain with caution. He drinks too much and does not need a reason to kill us. Yes, it is I, Thane Tedmund, coming to discuss the orders I gave to you not one day ago.
This ham-hock will get us all killed.
You murdered our people! Men, women, children!
Pipe down, you dogs! Your slaves are Ken's now!
Say, Tedmund, what are you doing here?
How dare you address me in such a defiant manner? Do you not know who I am?
You are Tedmund, as I've said. And I mean no disrespect, Lord, but I was told you were back in Rochester.
Oh, yes. And do I... do I look like I'm in Rochester?
You, do not, sir. 'Tis a pity. 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 '
A wise man is always unexpected.
You travel in strange company, Lord. An Arab and a Dane.
So there will be another choice here, and you can fight these
I'm
guys
here
if
to
you
advise
just do
your
the
thane
bottom
in the
option,
ways
but
of
I'm going
my
to choose
people.
not to because he will
That
just
is
send them
correct.
away, and that is what we are going to
Cultural
do, and we are
exchange
ready
of
to get
sorts.
our next cutscene.
Perhaps one day I will visit your Daneland.
No way. You mistake me for a foreigner. But are we not all just a measure of the places we have seen?
Right. Well, that aside, have you any further orders, Lord?
Yes, yes. I order you to stop loitering and return to your barracks, you scabwit.
And what of the captured Danes?
You must kill them all! Every last... Sorry, no. Leave them here, tied up, as a feast for wolves and crows. That is all. You may depart. Shoot!
A convincing ruse that has earned you your freedom. Go, and make your life anew. Not in another man's boots.
I will. This small sup of power has got me thinking. Perhaps I could be a leader of men. Yes, yes! Hurry along, men! Warm thighs and ale awaits!
Tied up like animals. I need to free them.
Many thanks, friend.
We owe you our lives, friend. These Saxon whoresons would have killed us all.
Yes, they would have. And now's your chance to hit back. March with us on Rochester, and drain it of riches.
I would gladly, friend. But we few will not break those iron-thick walls.
And we have no allies in Wessex. None who could be called upon to attack their countrymen.
Mercia will heed the call. Gidrich will provide our Vikinger Hort. We'll send a message to Oxenfordshire. The men of Mercia would gladly take a swipe at Wessex. What is your name, warrior?
Runa Egilsdottir.
We need ships, Runa.
We have a small fleet moored upriver, but the naval chain blocks passage to Rochester's walls.
I'll remove it, and your people will bring their ships. Now, gather these fallen weapons and armor. Gidrich and the men of Oxenfordshire will need them to hide their Mercian origins.
My warriors were denied Valhalla today. I cannot bear the idea of gifting their weapons to more Saxons.
Their sacrifice was great. Their gift will be all the greater.
And they will know justice with our victory. It will calm their restless shades, I promise. Will your men bring the armor to the battle?
And what is our plan?
In the morning you will go to Buckingham. Remind Gidrich of his promise. When you have his bond, meet me on the shore near Rochester with the ships.
Abbot Cunibert must be warned in advance. He'll need time to muster his rescue party.
Runa, that is your task. I'll tell you where to meet him before you leave.
All seems in order. At first new light, I will leave.
Good. That gives us time to drink. You traveled so far to carry out your duty. Is this the life of a hidden one? Always on the move?
No. Mine is not the usual path. The Creed does travel. Our ideals are universal, we believe that.
So there's nowhere you call home?
No place I call home. No.
Weird.
For me, home is family. But I have no family.
No one? Not even Hytham?
Parents, brothers, all dead.
I lost my parents when I was 9 winters along. Without Sigurd, I would have.
There is always one unbreakable bond.
Yes.
Children. They bewilder you. They can cause you so much worry. Fill you with joy. Even stop your heart. And if you're lucky, they replace you. I was not so lucky. I had a son. I miss him terribly. Even now.
I am sorry, Bessa.
He was taken from me. By someone I trusted. A friend, a mentor. A man who I would trust with anything. But a man you trust with anything can take everything. He took all I had. All I had.
So in this entry, we have started the Kent arc, we have completed the Abbot's Gambit, and we have completed Puppets and Prisoners. Now we are ready to start The Man Behind the Man, which we are going to be picking up in entry 22, so this is going to wrap up entry 21. As always, I hope this walkthrough guide has been super helpful. If it has been, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. If you have any questions at any time, feel free to drop a comment down below, or you can hit me up personally on my Instagram. The link is in the description box, and I will see you guys next time. Gold Hat, signing off.